Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you have not yet subscribed, please do subscribe now. Remember that the subscription is always free. Yeah, there's no monthly payment or what. Yeah, and then first thing, I just want to introduce myself now. I'm just a law student. I'm not a TA or UNISA lecturer. So I'm just only a student, a law student. So I have seen that most of you guys are complaining about this assignment. You say that, hey, you cannot understand the case and what. You have went through 50 pages, but yet you don't understand what is this case all about, what's happening in this case and what. So I'm going to be helping you guys out, because of when it comes to summarizing a case, I'm the best. Like seriously, I'm the best. So I'm gonna give you guys some certain points which you could use in future to understand the case. So we'll be going through this assignment, and then I do believe that within an hour you'll be able to write this assignment with better understanding, yeah, by yourself. So let's start. So SC8 state that find the following case: C and others versus Department of Health and Social Development, Gauteng and others. So you have to find this case, or if you don't have it, you can just copy and paste this case name on internet. Then it's going to take you straight to the journal. Yeah? So I've seen that most of you have found that law journal, which has about 70 pages. So most of you have went through 50 pages, but yet you don't understand. The reason for you to not understand is that whenever you're reading a law journal is kind of like mixed up. Like for example, there are some certain parts which we check before we just read the whole thing. Then we know, okay, sharp, I start with this part and then move to this part and move to this part. Because they can take the first part to the middle part, and then they will take the middle part to the last part, and then they will take the last part to the first part. So whenever you're reading, like, it's not going to make sense. Just imagine me telling you a story which you don't even know, then I start with the middle part, and then when you are trying to figure it out, then I go to the first part. When you're trying, then I go to the last part. Or maybe I just start with middle, last, and then first. So you're going to be confused. So whenever you see a case in and even if they ask you to summarize a case, because of summarizing a case is a method which we kind of like use to understand a case, is that you need to check on the case. There's some subtitles. Always check for the name highlight or background. Highlight or background is going to explain to you this case. Who's the defendant and who's the plaintiff? Why are they taking each other to court? What was the argument? What was the court of couture? Court of couture is the court of first instance, which explain in which court was this case heard first, and how many courts this case passed through. Maybe it started from higher court, went to supreme until to constitutional court and what if there is, and it's going to explain to you the argument which took place in those courts. You understand? Then you understand, oh, these people are fighting for this. And then if they first went to higher court, okay, they went to higher court, they appealed, what. That's how you're going to get the story. And then the next part which we move to is legal questions. Legal questions. Why are they taking each other to court? What are the legal questions? Like legal questions in a case is either they're going to say legal question or they're going to say issue. That's the second part you should check. And then the third one is decision of the court. Those things of ratio, density, what. I cannot read Latin words very well. Ratio, density, what. Those are the remarks which were made by each judge. Most of the time, is either it's going to be a judge or each judge, depending with how many judges were there in that case. And then from that part, that's where we will move to judgment. You understand? If you read it that way, that's how you're gonna understand the case. If you can check the case, it starts with judgment. So just imagine starting with judgment. You don't understand anything. Once you're still trying to understand judgment, it tells you about the background. Once you're still understanding the background, it tells you about the decisions and what. Once you're still, it tells you about the legal questions, so you don't kind of like understand. So that's how you find that's how you read a case and understand it. So let's start with 1.1. 1.1 states that which branch of the government decided this case. So the branch of government, we have about three branches which kind of like separate the power of the government. Separation of power. If you have done CPD 1501, you will understand what I'm talking about. But even in your study, guys, if you go to page 22, you're going to find the answer. Which department decided? I do believe that it is judicial. Yes, it's a court. It is a court. There's a legislative, there's an executive. The legislative, I think that it deals with the parliament stuff. Legislative deals, yeah, I think it deals with the making of laws or whatever. But the other one deals with the parliament. The other one deals with the cabinet. The other one deals with the Ministry of Justice. The one that deals with the Ministry of Justice is judicial. What authority? Yeah. So that is it. And then a 1.2. 1.2 state that what is the responsibility of the cited branch of government? So you just have to explain the part of judicial what it is there in your study guide, guys. Page 22 in your study guide. We cannot dwell too much on that one. 1.2 again, I do believe that they made a mistake here. It was supposed to be 1.3, I think. Yeah, I think that it was supposed to be 1.3. So it states that what is a social worker empowered to do in terms of section 152 of one of the Children's Act 2005 as discussed in the case. So we have to go to the case. That's why someone said that I'm going to write this thing using my own head, and it is kind of like Mission Impossible. Everything has to be referred from the case. You cannot just use your own mind and be like, you know what, because of my knowledge and what you have to refer to the authorized sources. So for this one, if you go to page 35 in your study guide, you're going to find the answers. It has about 3 points. So you have to check section 152 of 1. Section 152 of 1. Ne? You don't check anything rather than 152 of 1. Ne? And then it has 3 points. So I see that it states that 5 marks. So just to make extra points, I think that going to the case, ne, if you check the paragraph which is on footnote 9, it talks about this thing. Ne? It talks about empowering and what. So if you kind of like paraphrase some few facts, you could be able to add 2 points on those 3 points which are in your study guide. Ne? Footnote, the paragraph which is on footnote 9, I think that footnote number, the paragraph which is on footnote 9, ne? Page 35 also in your case journal. So you just only have to find the 2 points which are different from those points which are there, then just to add those points and make them 5 so that you can get 5 marks. So let's move to the next one. 1.3, but I do believe that they made a mistake. It was supposed to be 1.4. Ne? Is the case a civil or criminal case? Provide 1 reason for your answer, 2 points. So for this one, I do believe that for choosing whether it is a civil or criminal, you get a point and then you provide a reason. So for civil, guys, civil matters is when a person is suing the other person, or the person has to pay some certain amount for certain damage which the person have done. And in civil, there's no way a person can go to jail. But criminal cases are more like when you have assaulted a person, or maybe have done like criminal activities like stealing, theft, which is theft and what, murder and what. So their punishment is that you will go to jail. That's how it ends with criminal matters. So you have to choose whether this thing is a civil or it is a criminal. So according to me, I do believe that this thing is a civil. Then if you go to page 71 in your study guide, you'll understand the difference between civil and criminal matter. Page 71 in your study guide, you're gonna be able to understand. So reason being for me to say that it is civil, I have seen like so many points or paragraphs there talking about payment of cost and what. One of the paragraph which I could make an example about is in that law, or let me just say case journal. I think that it is page 55, paragraph, I mean to say point 7. It states that Minister of Police has to pay what. So anything that has to do with payment, now according to me, it is civil. So you can just find a better way to explain it for yourself, because I know that if I just give it to you guys openly, you're just going to read the same thing and then you're going to face some certain plagiarism and what. So just try to check that thing and then see how you can prove that it is a civil. At least I've given you certain like 1.4. I do believe that it was supposed to be 1.5. Provide an example of international law used as a source of law in the case above. Indicate the paragraph and page number where the source was found. So this one is kind of like tricky for me, because of they say provide an example of international law. I don't know if you have to state it or what. I don't know if you have to state it or what, but you can state it. That's how I think. But yeah, because of it further state that indicate paragraph and page number. So that act, I do believe that that act is on page, if you go to page 41 in your study guide, you're going to see it in a bold print, stated that international law what you're gonna see article 9 of what that is the international law. So as they state that, indicate in the paragraph, I'm just indicate the paragraph and the page number where the source was found. So the page and what is paragraph 32, page 23 in your case journal. If you go to your case journal, you check paragraph 32, page 23, you're going to find article 19 of what you're gonna see it. You have to do all the reading by yourself, guys. Okay, guys, and whenever they ask you to write or to state the law or an act or law, you just have to take it the way it is. There's no way that you can paraphrase it, mean to say. So 1.5, I do believe that it was supposed to be 1.6. They made a mistake. List 9 circumstances from the case in which a child is deemed to be in need of care and protection. So for this one, guys, we have to state 9 circumstances. Those circumstances, in order you to get them, you need to go to your case journal. So in your case journal, page 3, footnote number 4, reference, not paragraph, reference, not paragraph, reference of footnote 4. You're gonna see section 105 of 1 and 2, the circumstances in which a child is deemed to be in need of care and protection. Under it, you're gonna see 1 in bracket, and then it says that a child is in need of care and protection. What. So under that thing, you're gonna see a list of sentenced in alphabets, starting from A up to I. Those are the circumstances. Those are the 9 circumstances a child is deemed to be in need of protection and care. Take it that way, like take it the way it is. But try to paraphrase where is possible, guys. Try to paraphrase where is possible so that your work may be unique from other students' work, just to avoid plagiarism and other inconvenience. So I do believe that we are done with this assignment. Okay guys, I'm done with this assignment, so thank you for watching, and please guys do share this video with other students who are in me so that they may be also able to write this assignment and complete in time, and them so that they may be able to submit early. Please, let's not be stingy with information. And then the other thing is that, guys, the tip that I can give you is that out of the work that like we just did now, please paraphrase where it is possible. There's some certain things that you cannot paraphrase, I know, but where it is possible, please paraphrase so that your work may be unique from other students' work, so that you may not face those things of plagiarism and what. Because if I need you guys to pass, I just want you guys to obtain 80% going up, So please, let's just share the information and paraphrase where it is possible. If they ask you to reference, I don't know, because I did not get all the instructions, or I did not get full information about this assignment. If they have asked you to reference using a footnote, please use a footnote. If they do not ask for any footnote, but you feel like referencing, you can write a reference. Then after reference, you just write study guide. And then after writing study guide, then you write study guide references, and then you write the next reference, which is case law case, and then you just copy and paste the name of that case under that law case, which means that you are referring to that case, and then you are referring to the study guide. So which means that you use the study guide and then you make use of that law journal, or you can just write law journal case, or then you just write the name of that thing. Then that's it, you're done. So guys, if you have any question based on this assignment, you can ask me. We'll try by all means to help you guys so that you can get this assignment right. And then guys, please do not forget to subscribe. Please subscribe and like my video.